watching, like, what's going on, and screams, and then I realised it was the basketball. Yeah. Good question, Mike. So the question is, we have body combat certification. What about Les Mills combat certification? Does anybody here know what body combat is?
Yes.
My friend here, Anthony.
I'm an instructor.
You're an instructor! Woo! I'm an instructor too. Nice to meet you. In the world of Les Mills, which we've been going for 20 years, we have a program called Body Combat, and that's the parent program for Les Mills Combat. And Dan and I have been creating that for a long time. Every 12 weeks we create a brand new workout. So we just filmed Body Combat Release 57. So my friend here, I like you very much, she's asking for number 2 and 3. We just did our 57th Body Combat release. Yeah, so when we, yeah, thank you. You'll find that as we do more releases, the camera gets further away from the TV, yeah, and my hair gets a little bit tighter, and TVs get more high definition. Damn it! So we go home in 10 days and we film Release 58. So we're really busy with that program, yeah. And we have an army of instructors around the world in over 90 countries around the world that have been teaching Les Mills Body Combat for a long time. And every 12 weeks they get a new workout, and they're certified instructors, and they work inside the health and fitness industry, inside a gym. So that's where they do their daily work, that's what they do. And we formed this partnership with Beachbody to do Les Mills Combat so that we can access the people that are afraid to go to the gym, that can't go to the gym, that can't make it to a gym, that there isn't a gym near them, so that we can actually give our workouts to more people and more places. And in that respect, Les Mills Combat is bridging the gap between the people that can and the people that can't, which is awesome! Because we're just seeing so much good stuff. That was a really well-timed cheer. And what we want to do is we want to invite people that currently do it in the gyms. Like in our gym in Auckland, people do our class, go home and do Les Mills Combat at home. And they take it with them when they're traveling with their works. When they can't make class with Dan and I, they go and do it at home. But they also come on a Wednesday night at 5:10 for 55 minutes of smashing, live, up-to-date current workouts. And we invite all of you coaches to, at some point, follow the same process and get yourselves on a certification. We can certify you in Body Combat, which is the father program of Les Mills Combat. We don't anticipate a certification program for Les Mills Combat, as it is a derivative of Body Combat. It already exists. It already exists. So if you're interested, then all you need to do is check on lesmills.com, and that's where you will follow your nose all the way there. Great question, Mike.
Thank you. Do you recommend using weighted gloves for Les Mills Combat?
I'm going to hand you to Dan. Do you recommend using the weighted gloves?
Well, I think the workout is tough enough as it is, and there's a little bit of science, some little physics around using weighted resistance in that plane of movement, going out when gravity's trying to pull you down. I would say in terms of for speed and efficiency, for technique and safety, I would go without a weighted glove option. I know this has probably been quite a few questions that you guys get. What are the gloves for? Can we use our own variations, versions? But I will say this about gloves, and I'm saying this from a Body Combat creator, from a program director, and as a fighter as well. What a glove does, there's a feeling around it. And because of that feeling, it has a domino effect. It allows you to know where your hands are for your active acceleration and active deceleration. It allows you to identify the strike. And because of those things, your body will be in the right loaded position. Once it's in the right loaded position, that's when you'll start getting all those big ticks of getting the right technique, and therefore you get all the right results. So it's more about the look and the feel versus weighted. Somebody did say about if there was ever going to be a second version of the program, would we think about bringing equipment in? And please don't quote us on this, but if I was, in terms of physics and science and exercise science, if we were going to create some type of equipment that would go with a program because of its speed and its intensity and its volume, I would probably go with something like a very comfortable, not too heavy, fitted, weighted jacket. I would probably do that plane of movement rather than having something on the end of a foot or the end of a hand. Either that or hit something, but then you're talking about things that cost a lot of money and there's no space for that. So that's a good question, thank you. Shout another one out, go for it. That is a long conversation. We'll give you the very short version. You guys have the exact same vision as we do, to get as many people around the world moving, to have a sustainable way of living that is not going to drain the health systems within your given countries. We know that over $4.5 billion is spent each year on heart disease, diabetes, etc., and it can all be combated. Literally with the same vision of health and fitness. Like you guys are leaders. Beachbody are leaders in what you do. You are the in-home, direct to consumer, and we are the health club, and the partnership is a marriage made in heaven. We get to cross paths and we get to step a stone to each other's world. So thank you for having us.
Yes.
We did our line comment this morning before we came down. But when are you guys going to be rolling out an infomercial about this to gain the popularity that P90X and Sammy has?
Great question. What's your name?
Brandon.
Brandon. And where are you from?
Arizona.
Arizona. I've been there. It's bloody hot. It is, hey. You just walk out of a shopping mall where it's completely air conditioned, and then this wall of heat just goes boom. And you go from being really fit to like... It's crazy, it's like that hidden fatigue factor. Good question. Say it again. I'm joking. I think with the infomercial, we really are at the mercy of you guys. This is your professional thing. This is what Beachbody does. They create winning infomercials that expose products really well. That's the science of what your company is really good at. We're the world leaders in creating group fitness classes that people become addicted to and have become addicted and made it their way of life for years. So when we join together, it's the power of the two biggest providers, and it's a sweet spot that we're searching for. And when the infomercial is ready, we know that you guys will tell us, we've finished it, boom, it's ready, and we're going to unleash it to the rest of the states. When we created Les Mills Combat, that's a culmination of years and years of workout study. And we got it right. And we've been doing it right for a long time, and that's why it's successful. Thank you. And with that,
what we want to do is, they only have a short amount of time, so we could be here all day doing question and answer, but we want to get some pictures with these guys, because otherwise we're going to be late. Anybody who is financially connected, get your groups together, come on up here and let's grab some